So the main thing I want to focus on this VOD is probably the importance of going Pain Train and also the choke rollout to mid on Badlands. I did both of these really commonly in I-52, and I think it's probably one of the most important things to know as roamer, even though most people don't really do it for some reason. So let's watch. First thing, you want to crouch and spawn. Always do that. So should be right about now. I'm going to get out of the drop down. If I remember correctly, I go choke. Now the overheal doesn't matter too much. You notice how hard blue stops at 280, and that's because I'm basically just going to shell out here a choke. And so here's how the rollout works. So as people come into mid, you'll see people obviously go towards your closet and they'll try and take the train. But if you're playing roamer, a lot of the time on this mid, there's really not much to do except spam underneath and sort of wait for the scouts to move so you can finally jump on point and do stuff. And so the goal of this rollout to go choke is essentially you come choke. If they get on your train early, or if anything happens at all, you're here. And then you can, let's say they don't come your train at all, you can still do a double and land anywhere on mid you want. You can land window, you can land enemy train, you can land underneath, or you can even come to mid really delayed. I mean, basically no matter what you do, for the first few seconds of mid as roamer on this map, a lot of the time, if you do early jumps, you're going to die really fast. And so versus Epsilon's team, I was worried that they might be doing that to me. So I focused a lot on just chilling out and trying like a slower mid as roamer. So let's watch, see how it goes. So it looks really weird from my perspective because I peek it, then now I jump. Now, see, this was kind of unlucky. Plata actually put a trap in here, which is pretty unusual. But he dies on point because of it. So I jumped the scout, and now I'm just pushing back the combo. You can see how I was regularly peeking choke that mid. I was kind of wondering, okay, where are you guys? So now you see, I'm threatening the yard, and I'm basically saying, okay, where'd the medic go? If the medic isn't out yet, I can go for a play. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to cap 2 for free, and I'll probably go to that original spot. I call it the original spot. It's not particularly original. I think I stole it from someone else. I don't actually remember anymore. But it's called the original spot because you can only do it with the original, and that's up there. I think I'm running low on ammo right now, but I should be getting an overheal and resetting over there. Yeah, I'm collecting every single ammo pack right now. I'm completely out somehow. I'm not exactly sure what we're doing right now. I mean, obviously we're trying to, basically all we're doing is we're trying to get into upper. So, because we can see Epsilon's doing a forward hold, they have a soldier here, a soldier there, they're constantly spamming. So I get in this spot, now I can spam the people over a drop down side. So after that we should be able to jump down and get in pretty easily. But Squid I think just went in. I'm kind of curious if we're doing a suicide play, I honestly don't remember that much. Someone managed to direct me in that spot, which is kind of interesting. It's rare to you actually take a rocket. But the main problem is right now I keep running out of ammo because I'm spamming so much. Okay, that's really bad. I should have instantly gotten that scout pick. It's only because I missed that rocket that I died. If we had gotten that scout pick without me dying, it would have been a lot cleaner. I mean, yeah, they're still down 3 people. I think since I traded with the scout, and then I think Enigma got a soldier earlier, and then the rest of my team got a scout. The issue is right now, usually this would be a good play in order to like push and just cap and win. But the problem is that we have a spy, so it makes this a lot harder than it should be. Although it could make the post Uber a lot better for us. So we see War. I mean, you could just see like if this had been a soldier Uber instead of War, the soldier could have just RJ'd up the stairs and just sat on Harblue and killed him, but he can't because he's not a soldier. So now basically Harblue gets to get out for free, even though Harblue probably should have died. And now we can see the flank is pushing. So where am I right now? It looks like I'm on battlements. And I'm running from that soldier right now, which is interesting. I'm going back to the spot. Maybe I didn't hear him. You can see basically as roamer, the entire goal is you just hold up top when you're holding Badlands 2 like this against pushes. This is actually, I'm assuming that my team had called there was no one here because usually I would never push that with 76 HP if there's anyone who could possibly be there. So let's see, resetting again, both teams have Uber. Let's see what we do. There's only a few things we can do, I think. The big ones are obviously go bottom right with double soldier spam. I could suicide and come back as Pain Train. Looks like we have a scout. He just ran in bottom right, went straight for the point, while Platt peeked main. I probably should have gone for a play right there, but I think Tyler was already kind of half going for a play, so maybe I wanted to stay alive. But I think if I had peeked and spammed top right, maybe I could have gotten another pick when my scout was rushing in. I don't think it would have been much of a commit either. So you can see TLR, it looks like Harblue, as we can see in the death cam, Harblue did just drop TLR, and now we have Nox. Nox's Soldier Uber versus Harblue with TLR down. So our goal is basically just to get out. That's why I'm instantly leaving. I'm kind of weak, so there's probably no chance I'm going to win a 1v1 on last, so it's a good idea to get out. Now I'm just going to the spot. And it's perfect because what ends up happening is as I'm resetting to the normal default up top position, because I thought they were coming in through drop down side, Epsilon had actually reset lower. So now I get a bunch of free spam and we get to hold this for free. Although now I'm out of ammo again. I really need to work on my ammo. As you can see, every single time I just come back over here, reset to the original spot, jump, and spam, over and over. Although the issue is I keep running out of this ammo. If I had just killed one person taking their ammo, now this would be happening. So now Epsilon has Uber, we have Uber. So now we should be trying to look to get in. Interesting, a soldier came out the moment I wasn't looking. And I should not peek that like the way I did. That was really dangerous. So now we're down one. Epsilon's being extremely aggressive on defense, and it's actually going to work simply because I'm out of ammo from spamming so much. And you can see here, I think I was watching the flank for a second, because oftentimes what will happen when a scout goes down is an enemy scout or an enemy player will come through the drop down, and they'll try and flank through house and see if they can get behind our team. A lot of the time I'll just sit there and watch her for a few seconds if I think that timing is about to hit, and I knew Squid had just died, so I was sitting here and watching it, but... Time to wait for the pause. Hopefully it's not too long. I think the big thing to take away right now is just how cautious Mix-Up plays when we're at the enemy too. We don't care about necessarily just walking into all this spam and eating all this and stuff, because Epsilon's playing extremely aggressive, so we're just kind of just playing it chill. We're just gonna eventually, we know we'll eventually get in there. We'll know eventually get an advantage, but until then we're happy sitting outside on the spire. How long does this pause last for? I don't remember this pause being that long in game. It's too bad I can't just say, go to the end of the pause, please. I think the Source Engine has a function for that in Dota, or non-Dota games. I imagine Dota has a lot of stuff like that. Here we go. So let's see what we got going on here. And now all the HUD's messed up, so now I have no idea what's going on. But what looks like something happened was... somehow, someway, I think a soldier came out bottom right. I don't think he came out where I was, but I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't watching close. But now we're defending against Uber. Ignore the left side of the screen for now and just watch where they're pushing. So they come out that side. As you can see, like, this positioning as roamer, I'm not in the original position right now because I know the combo's pushing that side. But, like, just playing on the spire, playing a high ground on Badlands 2 is so hard. Oh, that was the worst call I've ever made. I think I must have not have seen that soldier. That was stupid of me, though. It was really bad. I just died for free. They're going to take 2 for free. If they did it a little bit slower, they could have actually done this without popping, I think, because I was dead. It just depends on how TLR plays it, but that was really bad by me. I just cost us that defense. You can't do how to reload this game in demos, it doesn't work. It just crashes it. At least for me. So let's see. So my team's pushing flank, we have Uber advantage because they just popped into 2, so let's see what we do. Instantly, just look at... well, I think my team didn't have to pop out here. I think this is a mistake because I'm already out here. I should be calling, hey, this like yard is free, and then I could clear the stickies. Instead they get forced out. That's really bad. Luckily War gets dropped or caught out, one of the two. So now we're back up top. Squid's crashed. We have this basically completely locked down. Notice how we focus really tight on capping 2. We put basically, when we push Badlands 2, we don't care about the flank at all. We notice there's a scout back capping that situation, right? So they had a scout back capping, and they're just holding inside. We don't care about the back cap. Every single time we're just going to out cap them. And now we're pushing the last for free because they dropped a few people on the 2, and now we have another. This is cancer. Please. Did TLR call much, or he had mostly high micros by Harb? I think a lot of the time he would try to call, but the problem with mix-up was that so many people were talking so often that we had issues being organized as a team. So what would end up happening is we would just come up with like roles. It would be like, you know, such and such calls more. So I mean, my role in the team was just tell people when stuff was a bad idea most of the time. At least that's what it felt like. But then TLR would call lots of things like Ubers and so on, but Harblue I think did most of the general calls. See where I go this mid. So this mid, I'm actually going for looks like a really aggressive jump straight towards their side, because you can see I jump up here and I'm going to jump off of this straight onto their train maybe, or our train. That's interesting. Oh. There's so many small things I know. Like, I did my research in a lot of these games before I walked in I-52. So I think that might have been a play I recognized from the enemy team, and therefore I rushed my own closet. It's a little bit odd, and I don't think I should have walked out. After I hit that scout, I think I should have just chilled out in the closet, waited 10 seconds, and then came out. I think I would have actually lived, and I would have done a lot better. I think this is actually a really bad game for me so far. This is good. I get to talk about all the horrible things I do. Now we're resetting on 2, we have it. Epsilon decided not to push. Back in my spot. Gonna increase by 50% speed. See how fast stalemates go. The moment I look away, the scout walks in, and the whole combo's there. So pure luck just makes it so no one sees me because I wasn't spamming. I walk out and there just happens to be a medic there. That's actual pure luck. Now we're all the way back. Right now, this soldier should die here. Well, he doesn't die, he gets out, but realistically, like, I think we can chase these guys down. And we do. So we chase down the demo and the scout all the way down. The soldier actually does go down. I'm not sure if that was the same one or not. I think Mike's a pocket, so no. And now, I mean, you could just see, the moment I get picks and there's 3 down, they only have a pocket and a scout. There's no possible way anyone can contest me on this side, so I'm just in. I'm just instantly in, I'm scamming. There's no reason I should have dropped down. What the fuck am I doing? I'm a trash can. I think Harblue, maybe I thought Harblue was gonna pop on me or something, but like, man, I should have just chilled out up top and took it way slower and just spammed, because I would have lived, I would have gotten 2 easy kills, it would have been easy. See what I got now. This time I'm going to choke again. I just took fall damage, that's not good. So let's see, I'm watching my train. This time, instantly, I see 2 soldiers. Okay, that's bad luck. I jump a soldier, it just so happens to counter jump me blind, but now I can chase the medic. So I chase the medic because no one's on me. Now I'm just behind, like, no one's even shot me. I kill the medic for free. I get 2 rockets down a demo, and I get 1 rocket on a soldier. So I do like 400 damage that mid, and I only kill 1 person. So I mean, we're gonna win mid. As you can see, we have both of our scouts in Valley. So it works out, or sorry, 1 scout and a soldier. Let's see, we have Uber, Nox doesn't, so now we're pushing 2 with Uber. The main thing we have to worry about here is a sniper. We're gonna push this side. I'm guessing that scout called that he didn't see a sniper yet, so we just walk in on this side. Well, at least for me and him. So we do this again where we push in the flank, and then I guess my team decides they don't want to do it, so they come back out and come porch/patio. And you know, me and a scout has been chilling here just waiting, because we know the entire goal is for us at this choke point after we walk in. We don't want to take damage. All we're doing is just chilling out and waiting for our team to show up and pop in or do whatever, because we just want to cap. We don't want to do anything else. So as you can see here, it's just Tyler's pushing in. Right now, I'm looking behind because I know there's no one on the flank, and there's a roamer. Now I'm finally going to go cap, because as you can see here, we had 0 people on the flank, so both of those scouts, instead of flanking us, went for back cap again. And so they're going to come out and try and stop it. But man, trying to back cap mid on Badlands is really hard when a team pushes 6 into 2 this hard. It's basically impossible if they do it right, because we always have at least one scout and another ×2. We have like ×4 every time on 2. So if you want to stop it, you have to have the Uber already ready. So this Uber should realistically be already up top stopping us. They shouldn't be coming from low ground. That's the main issue. So right now I think my team might mess up a little bit. Because look, TLR just died. And I think we're getting a little too aggressive. Right now, we should probably be overhealing the rest of the team because we see Platinum's weak, I was getting a health pack, and so on. So yeah, now we don't have people on the flanks. You can sort of see, like, I don't really necessarily cover the flanks that much right now. Like, I know where people are coming from, and I know what's possible in a lot of cases, so I don't really need to. Not to say I'm like really, really good or anything, it's just simple, like, okay, I have one teammate who's dead, they just got respawners. I don't need to watch the flank until they get respawners, because my team can see the entire rest of their team, so... You just watch the scoreboard, people are dead, you don't have to worry about it. So now, they have Slide Uber Advantage, so we're backing up. Right now, I think my main goal is I don't want to rocket jump, I really, really want to get an overheal from Harblue 300. I do, I go to the original spot. I see one soldier's instantly here. That soldier dies immediately. Now that spot is not only good for just spamming, but I guess sneaking out by people. It's happened like twice now by pure luck. So we got that one pick. I'm surprised no one on my team went for like a counterplay, like a scout could have ran in and tried to back up or something similar. But I think we just want to pop in. I don't know how Nux... I guess I literally didn't see how Nox popped, so... Either way, you can see me, so I guess I should actually talk about this. Probably better if I rewind, but I don't. But my team pops in either from bottom right or top right, and so me and Enigma push the other side together. He trades with the scout, but it's almost better if... Basically, in this situation, the soldier is more important than the scout on this type of fight, because if you can maintain high ground with soldier, then you're going to win the rest of the fight no matter what. I mean, you can see instantly my team, even though they were all bottom right, they just loop all the way around. Even though they probably could have stayed lower and get all the kills, they're just so automatically trained to like take high ground. And then now we're finally capping. So we'll see if I go choke again or not. I'm not sure if I do in this game. Ooh, I do. Now 200, no overheal, but doesn't matter. Notice how this time... So this time I actually delayed here without actually peeking. I remember this was actually intentional, if I remember correctly, because I had done it twice in a row now, so I had to sit here and I make no noise, just chill, and now I'm finally peeking. I shouldn't have shot that first rocket. I get 2 easy rockets on a soldier. I don't even have to kill that soldier. It's like, what? Don't get baited into chasing kills on mid-fights, especially as roamer. Like, I could go chase for that kill, but I know that my team just got both kills. Well, I know first off that they're both dead, but I mean, I don't know that guy's about to die after I shoot 2 rockets, right? I just sort of trust my team to do it, and I'm already positioning myself to go after the enemy medic and demo and whoever else I can. Just always keep, like, remember that as roamer. Somehow, someway, as I was doing all that, my team got rolled by like 1 scout, so now I'm just running for my life. I know that scout wants to cap the point, but I also don't want to take a 1v1 versus him because I have gunboats, so there's really no point. The main reason I was... I mean, we're 3-0, so I don't know if I'm just coming up with reasons or not, but when you go for a 1v1 like that, let's say I win it, then you're causing this huge chaotic DM fight no matter what. I'm always cautious of making those types of fights for my team mix-up, because a lot of the time they would get baited into doing that forever. Anyway, as you can see when I hold this flank, there's 2 ways you can hold this flank. You either hold it inside the respawn and make sure you're always inside the respawn, like 100% of the time, otherwise you can get double soldier bomb, or you hide in the drop down spam. The reason I like playing inside the respawn is that my team, or not necessarily my team, but it's easier to go for counterplays, so like, if my team says they think they're about to jump, I can position myself a little more aggressively, and then I can be already ready for counter-suicide right as he's jumping, rather than playing all the way in drop-down. Basically, when you play in the drop-down, it makes it so you don't have any opportunity for going for a play or doing anything fancy. And so as the moment I just said that, remember, my team, I was instantly coming out of respawn, and that means that my team thinks someone's jumping, or they just called it, so instantly I'm pushing out, and just by pure luck, the enemy soldier is pushing this side solo, which doesn't make any sense at all, but apparently they're doing a demo crits. It's really, really odd. That will almost never happen, that an overhealed soldier will walk in and just take a 1v1 with you. 90% of the time, the Pocket is going to be playing back and safe with his medic, because they're not going for a crits play after a suicide. But they do go for the crits play after suicide. I don't think they killed anyone with the crits. I think they just killed every single one on my team after we Ubered into mid and we overextended. I think my team should have just backed up and reset and played it safer. And we could have double stacked 2 soldiers at choke instead. They would have been fine. Let's look at this. So we have Enigma's dicking around mid. What am I doing? I think I'm on Spire right now. So I'm on Spire just spamming. As you can see, like, I don't go to the flank until the choke is actually covered here because I know they're still on crit, so I'm always ready for them to bomb just straight onto the entire team with crits. And now this is the perfect spot. I see that soldier there and I heard him rocket jump. I know the entire enemy team's behind us. I'm like 90% sure the entire enemy team's behind us. Let's see what happened. So there's the medic. I should not drop for this medic. I should just spam and like be okay. So now, this is a cool little loop that happens. Because I called that the enemy crits is behind, Hardblue just rotates in house so we're protected from the crits because he knows I have control over it. So now all we do is we just chill in the house for a little bit until we get Uber. Now I come out, I jump the medic, or, well, it looks like I'm more worried about Spire than medic, wasn't paying attention to the Spire cap. So we stop Spire, I go down to a scout. Now as long as Hardblue stays alive here, we're good. How War is it with 1 HP there? Dang, literally 1 HP. Isn't it technically a good play, though, because the intercept should counterplay? Yeah, it's not a bad play to push that side. It's just really, really odd if you're talking about the suicide thing. Or the counter-suicide. Although, just because it works doesn't mean it's good. Don't get those two confused either. I would say just solo pushing that side with 300 is a good play because you have crits and you're doing a fancy thing, but it's not necessarily a good play all the time. So let's see, we have Uber advantage. Notice how, like, I guess I'll just compliment my team some more. Every single time we push, I always have 300, and it's because I specifically asked for it every single time. Well, I'm comfortable blind jumping in here because the last 2 times I've come into ER, they haven't been here, and I know we have Uber advantage, so if they are here, then I'm just initiating a push. Notice I come in, I instantly look over here, I call for my team, whether their stickies are here or not, and there aren't. Now my team can walk out for free, and now the people who are getting aggressive on me can get punished by my Uber if they so want to. As you can see, we pop out, and that was like a terrible pop, I'm pretty sure. We probably shouldn't have popped. Wow, that's unlucky. Just happens he had a trap on Spire the entire time. That trap just single-handedly won them a defense. Now they're going to have Uber advantage to be pushing mid. Plot should be able to get out, though, I think. So I respawn again. Looks like I'm just meeting with my combo. Now, here's an interesting thing. You basically know that if they have Uber advantage and my team just called them choke, which they are, I'm just going to solo push this even though I only have 200 because basically there's only 2 things which are going to happen. You're basically saying, I'm going to take an even 1v1 and just take a coin flip like 50-50 because if I win this 1v1, then my team has a chance of defending with Uber advantage. But if I don't win this 1v1, then my team probably couldn't defend if I didn't go for this play anyway, like they have Uber advantage. So there's really no point not taking this fight a lot of times. And so just by pure luck, I just like 180 and I just kill a scout with I think a direct at the end there. And that scout pick is a lot more important than it looks like because typically scouts for most teams are going to be capping the Spire during this time. So right now they only have ×2. I mean, yeah, Bash probably wouldn't be capping right now anyway because he's in-house, but it kind of slows him down. See, right now the only thing my team has to worry about is stopping their follow-up. So this is the one weak point behind that suicide thing I was talking about is if your team has a lot of dead people, and this isn't going to happen in high-level play, like you see us walk out with 3 people, but the enemy team is going to try walking into last anyway with their number advantage, and that's when you're weak. So right now you see War just literally just walking in, he's just trying to duel our whole team. Now he's probably going to get out, but that's the thing you have to be worried about. So what am I doing? I just got to kill. So it looks like I'm just cleaning up the people who just walked in. I'm like really wary of this flank until I saw that one scout. So what am I waiting for here? There's only Mike and Bash. Have I not seen Mike yet? Typically, I will only do this if something hasn't been called yet. And there's a scout. I don't know why this demo is so stuttery sometimes. It's a bug when I pause and alt-tab. As you can see there, though, he got me a 30 HP to slowly chipping me down, and I got really worried about it, so I called over a scout. So always, don't be afraid to call for help. It's a team game, guys. So in that meantime, when I was holding down last, my team was pushing into yard. So now we're going to be pushing into mid here. This is pretty risky, because we're already down a scout, but I'm straight in. So this is interesting. So if I remember this very, very vaguely. So here's what I remember. I remember they do not have a scout alive, because both their scouts are down, and Tech is sniping, and there's only one pocket. So in other words, as long as I don't instantly get air shot, I can actually double into this house, and there's the timing window where everyone is dead, that you can just chill here. And if they decide to stay, then you kill everyone. Right now. I'm just jumping past two scouts, straight into the medic. So I'm just going for a play there. And the timing, if I had not hesitated in house and I had gone straight for it, I think I would have landed it. But we'll see. Either way, I think that was a good play to go for, because I'm going to be alive no matter what for their push, because basically when you have a sniper, it slows things down a lot. Unless he lands like every headshot in the game right now, we're going to be fine. So in other words, what I'm telling you is, if the enemy team has a sniper, you can go for more risky plays most of the time. Dang. So where am I right now? So I just respawned, got in the house, and then we just got a headshot. Right now, the Ubers are running out. I have a scout staring at me, though. The whole both scouts are. I should not even be jumping this. I have to jump over to this side. Oh, look at that. They all just they even jump. That guy jumps, two of them jump away from high ground in order to shut me down. That's really, really surprising right now. Now, if I had not gone for that last rocket, I might have been able to put a rocket on the medic right there, or someone else more useful. Something really small, but basically, I think I wasted a rocket when I didn't have to, and I could have used that for more damage. But typically when people give up high ground that easily, you're going to win the mid fight, or the defense, but in that time we didn't. But what it does mean this entire time, though, is that they haven't capped, so we're doing pretty okay. So Platt's like stopping the point, because if he knows we're all calling it, like we're all about to spawn, so that's why Platt's threatening this. He's like, well, I'll give up my life to make sure 3 of my teammates spawn. He's behind us this entire time and we didn't know? I've been hearing it, but I wasn't sure if it was behind us. That's embarrassing. We should have known that a million years ago. That's just terrible. See Platt spamming? Where am I right now? I gotta say, so you're gonna see this a lot. Every time the enemy team has Uber advantage, I'm almost always gonna be playing at that window. And the window allows you to basically free spam house, you can spam the valley, and you can like spam the choke all at the same location. And if anyone threatens you, you can easily jump out. And right now, I got to spam from the house for free, or from the balcony side. So now I get to essentially, for free, just go over here. And I know TLR is behind them too, so we're both behind them at like 50 HP, so I have to stay here, because I don't want to draw attention to TLR and die together. So I don't kill anybody, but TLR does. TLR goes and flanks, gets the medic. But what I do is I basically, well, I don't think I really do that much. I hit a scout, like what, I hit a direct on a scout and I hit a soldier. That means a scout can't clean up my team right now. But I don't think he could anyway because he didn't cap, so we're in a good spot. I think if I was playing it slightly better, I should have been backing up and be ready for those spawns. I think I played that pretty poorly. And again, you can see every single time so far, it's like Epsilon thinks that because we have no one on the flank, mid is vulnerable. And it's true, mid is vulnerable, but are you ever going to stop us from capping Spire in that situation? Like they have, what, another 2 people on mid? Who's going to stop us from capping Spire? 1 soldier? That soldier's going to die and we're going to get a free last now. So happens. So 1 scout goes back. I mean, if we really, really wanted to, and we were walking into last at that point, instead of, I don't know what we were doing. I think people were walking and other things, but if we really wanted to be ballsy and DM-ish, we could have walked into last and hopefully had 99% right if we're walking into last and pop in and win. It's weird. I'm playing roamer and we have Uber advantage, but you just randomly see a soldier walk out and suicide. It's weird. I mean, yeah, I know. I guess to some extent we're parking the bus. It's 8 minutes left and we're kind of parking the bus. I think they sort of realize that by the fact that we didn't push right now, but still. The European rule set does weird things in gameplay where, like, it's running out of time, so the defense is forced to be aggressive, so we'll see. As you, that's the typical rotation right there. You spam this side, and if they come out from, well, I don't know what to call that, but opposite of drop down, you just peek that. And now you see I'm kind of worried because every time I leave this spot, I come back, but since I lose it, I'm like, did anyone come out of drop down? So that's why I peek, and I'm looking under drop, and I'm like, oh, did I lose track of something? And of course, the other best thing about this original spot is that if you ever see too many people up top, you can instantly drop down and pogo to last, because everything's in one spot. It's perfect. So they pop out, we cut the Uber. I'm really out of ammo right now, so it looks like I'm going to milk the health pack and get ammo. Right now, I'm probably going to go for a flank. Looks like they all backed up. So now, the only thing I have to do is take a 1v1. Yeah, so typically every single time, no matter what you do is, when you push drop down like this and a team is popping out less, you know someone's going to be here. And so I was just taking a risk. Because I wasn't overhealed, but it's like, I'm pretty sure I'll win this 1v1, we'll just go for it. I mean, we're up 3-0 and we have Uber advantage, we just got kills, like why not? So. Soldier's still behind, I'm paranoid, I'm staring at him, but we're just walking last. Because my original craft to buy, Black Star, guy who taught me how to play Soldier back in like 2008. So see, again, same exact thing. I sit here and I wait at choke forever. And it's because, I mean, I'm relying on my team comms here to be saying something like someone's on our train or, you know, they're up their slope or something, and then I'm finally going to peek because, I mean, yeah, sure, the enemy team will know that I'm here based on the fact that they probably haven't seen me yet in the mid-fight, but they can't be 100% sure that I'm also not, like, hiding somewhere else stupid like house. So I come out here, enemy team's right there, they're all below me. I'm just here to clean up. Plat's calling people in house, I'm trying to clean up, I'm missing every rot, I'm a shit can, oh my god, I'm bad. I'm still looking for the scout. I mean, a lot of the mid-range spam on Badlands isn't that important compared to getting good flank off as roamer, so basically I'm actively baiting my team and everyone's on the same page, and what we say is, hey, if anyone comes our train, you jump them. If no one comes our train, you come out and you jump it somewhere else. Because everything's within 2 jumps on Badlands mid. It's not like you lose anything significant by baiting, unless you think that you can get early bomb going that's actually effective. Of course, we're up 4-0 now, 6 minutes left, so I think we're going to park the bus even harder now. So naturally, I go to max by spot, see 2 people peek. Both those guys are going to take damage from this, by the way. And we see one guy drops out, we instantly just keep peeking, surf it away. Basically, I don't want to go back up there until I get an overheal, and I don't want to 1v1 this soldier without an overheal either. As you can see, I just peek him, he's on the high ground, well, not really high ground, it's like ghetto high ground next health pack. I have no interest in 1v1ing or doing anything. Now you can see, just by pure luck, he missed all of his rockets, so now I have 300, so now I can go do something useful. And it looks like I just ignore him completely. I say, fuck it, I'm just going to last. I don't know who called that for my team, but someone on my team must have called something in that moment. Because I would very, very rarely do that rather than just go for something else. I think it's possible someone said the demo's outside or something, and I've been waiting. I don't understand it, but... long story short, got a back cap. But that's the importance of the original spot in pogos. Like, if you're in the original spot, you're spamming drop down, you're like, oh wait, the demo just deaded, he doesn't have stickies on the front doors, you can pogo out through main very, very easily. And that wasn't even a particularly good pogo. It's just super basic jumps, and it doesn't take long at all to know. That was a 5-0. I can feel better about myself now, even though, I mean...